Last week's blog was all about anticipation and preparation and patience, which I guess is what my whole life's about. I try and remind myself that I like not knowing what's going to come next in my life. Between appointments and open calls, I've done 36 auditions in the past 6 weeks. That's more than some years of my life. And I haven't heard anything on any of them. No feedback, good or bad. Which makes me unsure of what to do next, other than just hold on. It's a good thing that I've saved everything I've ever made and that this is not a single income home. But I once again find myself thinking about the fine line between persistence and pointless repetition. So I'm still taking classes with Broadway casting directors. Till I hear you sing. And the message I got from this casting director was, how many cruise ships do you need to do? How many regional dinner theaters do you need to do? If you belong on Broadway, you should stay on Broadway. And she once again told me that I need to be at the right place at the right time. And the right place is New York City. I ain't too proud when it comes to making a dollar. I'm making ends meet, but barely, doing all kinds of odd jobs for this catering agency. The problem is, they don't call all that often. And the flexibility is amazing. Just knowing that the next day you don't have to come back here is wonderful. And usually it's just handing out champagne flutes at a gala. Occasionally it is spooning macaroni salad into tiny plastic containers. I am trying to make the most out of underemployment and trying to see the world beyond the proscenium. I'm volunteering with New York Cares. Some weekends I go up to the Jewish Senior Center and help them make fruit dip with the dementia patients. Some weekends I go and help kids with their reading equivalency programs, all with my best friend Jessica. The best way to stop worrying about whether you're going to end up in the church soup line is to get behind the other side of the line. It's rewarding and it reminds me of what I have instead of what I don't. Speaking of friendships, I'm finding new ways to be sociable while maintaining sobriety. A friend from my diner days who's just as ambitious as I am lives in my neighborhood now, so I've got a new early morning audition buddy. She's already recommended me for a role at a theater she's worked at and recommended me for a job with her temping agency. Well, I haven't heard anything about the show, but I have heard from the temp agency, so now I'm a proud new member of the office team. Scored in the top 3% on the computer test, and who knew that I typed at 45 words per minute? Hopefully that will calm the deficit made in our bank accounts by taking 2 vacations back to back. One to historic Iowa, where I grew up to meet my brother Sam's new girlfriend and to hang with the family. And of course, if I'm going to put David through Iowa, I've got to give him some Montana time with his family. So we're off to go skiing again, my absolute favorite sport of all my favorite sports in the world. But my general dislike of the outdoors and any activities done in them can't really compete with a view like this. Skiing is way outside of my box, but maybe that's where I need to be to figure out the next step. So things are different, but the same. I think it's a lost cause in the here and now for me to try and be objective and say whether I'm on the right path or the wrong path. I can't think of the bank account getting lower and the lines on my face getting longer. Stand while I can walk, while I can dream. So I bombed. It's gonna happen. But I stepped outside my box and did something that didn't feel safe or comfortable. And I'm gonna try and do more of that. So I'm gonna play my guitar at auditions. When I do get the opportunity, like this appointment for Lancelot and Camelot, I'm gonna go all out, like doing the dialect that it calls for in the script. I took that class in college.
When you need one, whose body is your sword to brandish. Did he prophesy that, Your Majesty? For all of that.
And I'm going to go to more play auditions. They're less crowded, and even if I don't get cast, it's good practice for after I get done singing if they let me read from the script.
You can bomb into aerosols, but don't confuse progress with perfectibility.
And when I do get asked to finally do something in my comfort zone, like sing a classic, beautiful baritone song for Lancelot and Camelot, I'm going to take risks. I'm going to do different things. I'm going to work outside the box. What do I got to lose? Like they told us in Disney. All you need is faith, trust, and pixie dust.
If ever I would leave here, it couldn't be in springtime, knowing how in spring I'm bewitched by your soul. Oh no, not in springtime. summer, winter, or fall. No, never could I leave it.